So now we'll learn to form linear equations, simple linear equations, and solve questions based on them. 3 times the age of Rishi is 5 more than 67. Find his age. Okay, so first things first, we start by assuming Rishi's age to be equal to some variable. Okay, you can select it as A, B, X, whatever is your choice, right? And accordingly, then you can solve it. Now, 3 times Rishi's current age will be 3 into X. Okay, so we have 3X now. And 3 times his age is matlab is equal to, right? 5 more than 67. So हमने पहले क्या किया? हमने 3 times his age लिखा 3x. Then we wrote the equal to sign is 5 more, matlab 5 zyada than 67. So 5 plus 67. Okay, this is a simple linear equation. There is a very simple way to solve it. You club all the constants together and all the variables together. So right now, all the constants are anyway together. You just take them together. 3x equal to 72, x equals 24. This is the current age of Rishi, 24 years, right? I hope you understood how we solve these questions, how we convert them into equations, and then we can get the answer. Let's solve the next one. Ritik is 20 years old, younger than Rakesh. 5 years ago, Ritik was 1/3 the age of Rakesh. How old are they both currently? Okay. So we start by assuming Ritik's age to be X number of years. Okay, it is given that Ritik is 20 years younger than Rakesh. So Rakesh ka age Ritik se kitna hoga? 20 years zyada, X plus 20. Okay. Now, 5 years ago means, guys, both of their ages will be reduced by 5, isn't it? So 5 years ago, Rakesh ka age was X plus 15, right? And 5 years ago, Ritik's age was X minus 5. So it is given that 5 years ago, Ritik was matlab it is the equivalent of is in the past tense, right? Okay, Ritik was 1/3 the age of Rakesh, right? So you can cross multiply, you will get X plus 15 is equal to 3 us taraf aa jayega. 3x minus 15, that gives you 2x equals to 30, or x is equal to 15. So you can substitute Ritik's current age is 15 and Rakesh's current age is 15 plus 20, 35. Right? But there is a much quicker way to solve this question without making any of these equations. Let's see how. We observe that by common sense, okay? You can take any person for reference. अगर दो लोग के age का difference x number of years है, for the lifetime till both are alive, the difference continues to be the same, right? Okay, so we use the information that their difference is going to be 20 years anytime. Okay, every time and anytime both are alive, the difference of their ages is 20 years, right? So let's apply ratio and solve the question very quickly. Okay, difference in age will always be 20 years. That is a fact we use. Okay, now 5 years ago, the ratio of their age is 1:3. Okay, Ritik ka age is 1/3 of Rakesh, right? So agar Rakesh ka age is 3 years, Ritik ka 1/3 hoga, 1, right? This ratio is 1:3. Now guys, the difference of these two, 1:3, इन दोनों का difference कितना होगा? 2 points. 2 points corresponds to 20 units, right? So 1 corresponds to how much? 10. 1 corresponds to 10 and 3 corresponds to how much? 30, right? Okay, that this is their ages, okay, 5 years ago. So we add 5 to both their ages and get their current ages, 15 and 35. See how simple it is, right? Radha was asked her age. She replied that 6 years ago, her age was 2/3 of what it would be 3 years from now. Find her current age. Now, if you make equations, okay, you can do it. It will be slightly tedious. We'll do that. So let her current age be equal to X number of years. Okay, 6 years ago, her age was X minus 6. Okay, her age was 2/3 of what? 2/3 of what it would be 3 years from now. 3 years from now, her current age is X. So 3 years from now, her age will be X plus 3. So take the 3 on this side and multiply 2 inside. We have 3x minus 18 is 2x plus 6. That directly gives you x equals to 24. Okay. Now you can also solve the same question using ratios, guys. Okay. Let this be the current timeline. Okay. Current timeline से 6 years पहले की बात हो रही है and 3 years आगे की बात हो रही है, right? Okay. This ratio, okay, अगर it is given that, okay, her age 6 years ago was 2/3 of what it would be 3 years from now. So let's let her age 3 years from now be suppose 3 years. 2/3 of 3 will be how much? 2 years, right? So ratio of these two ages is nothing but 2:3. The difference of 2 and 3 is 1. That corresponds to a complete gap of current से 6 साल पहले और 3 साल आगे. This complete gap is how much, guys? 9 years, right? Okay, so 2 corresponds to 18 and 3 corresponds to 27. इसमें आप 6 साल जोड़ लो या इसमें आप 3 साल कम कर लो. Either ways, her current age is 24 years, right? So you don't need to make equations. You can directly use ratios and solve the question. Amit takes a two-digit number A and reverses it to get another two-digit number B. Find out how many such two-digit numbers exist such that the difference of A and B is 54. Okay, let's solve the first part here. So any two-digit number, guys, let's say if it is 73, तो इसकी value कितनी होती है? The 7 is a tens place here, 7 into 10 plus 3 is a units place, right? 3 into 1. ये होगी इसकी value, right? So if you take any random two-digit number, let's say it is in the form xy, okay, इसकी value will be simply given as 10x plus y, and when you reverse it, it will look like yx, and the value will be 10y plus x. Okay. Now the question says difference of A and B. A is the original number, B is the reversed number. The difference of these two is 54. This is the first part of the question, right? So 10x minus x will become 9x, and y minus 10y will be minus 9y. This will be equal to 54. Dividing by 9 throughout, you will have x minus y is equal to 6. Okay. Now if x minus y ka difference 6 hai, okay, and they are digits, right? We have taken the constraint. We have started the discussion pointing out that x and y are going to be digits, right? So if x and y are digits, the maximum value x can take is how much? 9. Okay, minus that should give you 6. So y will be 3. This is the first possible value, 9, 3. 9 minus 3 gives you 6, right? Next possible value is 8, 2. 8 minus 2 gives you 6. Next possible value of x is 7, and then y will be 1. 7 minus 1 gives you 6. And last is taking x as 0, x as 6 and y is 0. The difference is 6, right? Right. So these are the 4 possible values of x and y. And accordingly, how many such two-digit numbers exist? There will be 4 such two-digit numbers, right? 93 le lo, 82 le lo, 71 le lo, 60 le lo, right? Next question is the same lot. B minus A is 54, right? Ulta. मतलब इन दोनों का difference 10y plus x, the reverse number minus the original number. Okay, सिर्फ इतना फर्क पड़ेगा यहाँ पे. Instead of 9x minus 9y, you will end up with 9y minus 9x equal to 54, right? That's the only difference. So you will get y minus x is equal to 6. Now guys, mathematically we found 4 possible values, right? 9, 3, 8, 2, 7, 1, and last value we found is 6 and 0. Okay, but there is a small problem with 6, 0 here, guys. 6, 0 mein problem ye hai, if you take y as 6 and x as 0, okay, we took xy as a two-digit number to begin with, right? So agar yahan pe x ki value 0 aati hai, okay, it is no more a two-digit number, right? That means we have to ignore one value 6, 0 for this particular case, and we have only 3 possible answers: 39, 28, 17. These are the possible values. Okay, you reverse it and you subtract the numbers, okay, from the reverse, you will get 54, 54, 54, 54. But 06 itself is not a two-digit number, right? So we ignore it, right? So in this case, we have exactly 3 possible solutions.